It's been a productive start to the new PGA Tour season for 33-year-old American Luke List. Sat just outside the top 10 in the FedEx Cup standings, the highlights so far came at February's Honda Classic, where he was only denied a breakthrough win by a playoff-forcing moment of genius from serial winner Justin Thomas. But the experience only seems to have spurred List on.
Yeah, it was a great week. I mean, I felt like I did everything I could to close the deal, and Justin just, played a little bit better. So it was one of those things where it's my best finish, so it's hard to complain about that. But I think I'll learn a lot going into the next time I'm in contention. I know my tendencies. I've been in that position a few times, not sleeping on the lead, but I think for me it's just slowing everything down and just kind of taking it as it goes a little bit. There's a lot of cliche sayings that you kind of just have to repeat to yourself and just kind of keep yourself calm. And you're going to get nervous, but it's just embracing that and just kind of knowing you can play at a high level, being nervous.
One of the more remarkable stories to emerge during that week at the Honda was List's working relationship with former Aussie Rules player Brett Stevens. To help him cope with the mental side of the game, Stevens simplified things for the American.
I started working with my caddy, Bussy, Matthew, his real name, and then he goes way back with Brett, and so I've got a good team around me with some Aussie guys, my trainer, Nick Catterall, also. So he just felt like Riviera, we finished the first round there, and he kind of approached me and just said, listen, I think you can benefit from talking to this guy. I think you're playing some good golf. You're not getting the results you want. It might be something more mental than anything. So I had a couple chats with him and really hit it off well, and we kept in touch, and then kind of gave me a few basic things to work on that I saw some progress at Riviera toward the weekend, and then moved on to Honda. We work so hard on our short games and our long games. We're out here on the driving range, but a lot of times we forget about our mental game, and that's a huge percentage of what's going on out there. So the main thing that he kind of was reiterating was that just giving your best effort and forgetting about the result, and that kind of resonated with me because oftentimes, especially on the putting, you're so worried about the result and making the putt, but if you really all you can control is just hitting the good putt and giving your best effort, that's all that matters. So he said also just kind of enjoy the competition and enjoy being in the hunt. I've done so many good things, so it's hard. I've got a history of kind of embracing some of the bad stuff and not giving myself enough credit for the good. So that's another thing that I was giving myself a little more pat on the back for some of the good shots and not worrying so much about the bad ones.
The life of a professional golfer can seem luxurious, travelling from country to country and playing on pristine courses, but it isn't all glamour. List appreciates his privileged situation, but the constant travel and hotel hopping does come at a price, a case of business before pleasure.
A lot of people think that when we travel, we have all this vacation time. I remember a transportation driver in Tampa was like, well, how many days are you going to Disney World? And I'm like, none. I will not be making an appearance. So, we put in so much work out here. It's nice to me just to relax and do nothing really. That's the big, during a tournament week. And during an off week, you have a lot more time when you're home to do fun stuff. So, but when you're on the road, it's very basic. I just kind of eat, sleep, and get my work done, and that's about it. But when I'm home, I definitely will have time to have some fun.
Further strong performances have followed List's near miss at the Honda. He finished tied third at last week's RBC Heritage. That breakthrough victory can't be far away, and it's surely just a matter of time before he gets a phone call about his late September availability.
Yeah, the Ryder Cup's on the radar. I mean, I'm trying more to just focus on some of my, the mental goals I was talking about earlier, and if I can do that, I know the results will come. And it's really hard to do for me, especially because I feel like my game's in a good spot and I haven't reached that level that I really want it to be at, so I have to forget about that and just do the day-to-day stuff and focus on that, and then I think the end result will happen.